Hello and welcome everybody to yet another video on ACCA series. And today we're going to talk about AFM examination. मेरा favorite subject है. I have been a finance expert and an investment banker for multiple years. और मैं ये बोल सकता हूँ कि पिछले 3 सालों के All India rank points are my student in this subject only. So this is my favorite subject. Please listen to this video very, very carefully because if you miss these tips, you are going to definitely be missing something. तो शुरू करते हैं आज का वीडियो talking about my most important tips to crack AFM examination, my secret codes. शुरू करते हैं first tip से. First tip is to understand the exam pattern. और exam pattern आपको बहुत तसल्ली से समझना पड़ेगा. Not that it's a very simple pattern, 50 marks, 25 marks, 25 marks, but उसमें आता क्या? So let's try to understand your first question. That first question will be a comprehensive question. 90% chance में you should get a question around investment appraisal with combinations of either hedging or M&A or corporate restructuring. So ये तीनों के elements जुड़ करके वो पूरा set बनेगा. तो first question में investment appraisal का portion जरूर होगा. So you should definitely expect some NPV, some transactions, some calculation around inflation and things like that. तुम्हारा valuation, तुम्हारा KDKE calculation, cost of capital, back calculation, लीवरिंग अनलीवरिंग ये सब आएगा. उसके ऊपर से एक या दो एलिमेंट जरूर होंगे एंड उसमें एक सरप्राइज एलिमेंट छोटा सा एक जरूर डाला जाता है सो दैट स्टूडेंट बिकम स्लाइटली नर्वस और दे फील ये नहीं आता या थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है, ये वाला पोर्शन हो सकता है. सो वो सेट होगा. सेकेंड क्वेश्चन होगा देयर आर रिमेनिंग 2, उसमें से वन क्वेश्चन इज अ डेडिकेटेड हेजिंग क्वेश्चन. दैट इज अ स्टैंडर्ड स्टेप बाय स्टेप सॉल्विंग क्वेश्चन. आप उसको फॉलो करेंगे. हेजिंग के सारे क्वेश्चन स्टेप 1 2 3 4 5 6 फॉलो करने वाले क्वेश्चंस होते हैं. आप उन क्वेश्चंस को फॉलो करिए, यू विल बी एबल टू क्रैक दैट क्वेश्चन. एंड थर्ड क्वेश्चन इज अ मिस्ट्री क्वेश्चन. सो आई कॉल इट अ मिस्ट्री क्वेश्चन बिकॉज दिस मिस्ट्री क्वेश्चन इज एनीवेयर इन एनी फॉर्मेट. सो वो आपके एपीवी का क्वेश्चन हो जाएगा, कभी कॉर्पोरेट रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग का क्वेश्चन आ जाएगा, कभी किसी और चीज का क्वेश्चन आ जाएगा, कभी सीडीओ सीएलओ पे क्वेश्चन आ जाएगा, कभी यील्ड का क्वेश्चन आ जाएगा. तो इट कुड बी एनी क्वेश्चन अराउंड दैट. So out of this predictability, one hedging question, fairly predictable. One long question, mota predictable. Third question, we don't know, but we have to then start thinking कि attempt पहले कौन सा करना चाहिए. Now, there are two strategies, and depending on what works for you and what does not, you should plan and practice it out. So, strategy 1 is to attempt this section B का first question regarding hedging. स्टैंडर्ड स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन 25 नंबर है, आपके क्लियर 25 नंबर बनते हैं. आप उसको ढंग से अटेम्प्ट करोगे, 25 में से 20 मार्क कहीं नहीं गए, यू आर गेटिंग दैट मार्क, राइट? सो दिस इज अ वेरी वेरी सिंपल स्ट्रैटेजी टू फॉलो. सेकेंड स्ट्रैटेजी विच आई रेकमेंड टू माई स्टूडेंट्स इज फॉलो द ऑर्डर ऑफ द पेपर. 50 मार्कर क्वेश्चन है, 50 मार्कर करो, फिर जो क्वेश्चन आता जाए वो करते जाओ. उसमें प्रेफरेबली एजिंग का क्वेश्चन सेकेंड क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करो. तो डू योर 50 मार्कर क्वेश्चन, अटेम्प्ट इट विद इन अ टाइम लिमिट. जितना हो रहा है, छूट रहा है, उसको करो. सेकेंड सेट पे प्रोबेबली स्पेंड सम टाइम एंड डू अ हेजिंग क्वेश्चन. हेजिंग क्वेश्चन में थोड़ा टाइम ज्यादा लगेगा बट फिनिश करके क्लोज किया जा सकता है. और थर्ड क्वेश्चन जो है वो सरप्राइज क्वेश्चन है, उसमें तुमको ज्यादा टाइम लगाने की और सोचने की जरूरत पड़ती है. कभी कभी दे आर mystery questions, so you don't know what is going to look like. So this would be my strategy for understanding the exam. Okay, let's move on. Now come to the second tip. Second tip is very important, which is called verbs. Now, this is one term which lot of students ignore while studying and preparing for ACCA, and this is exactly a make or break situation. ये clearly दे रखा है. अगर आप ACCA का स्टडी हब पे जाएंगे, वहां पर आप खोलेंगे और वहां पे शुरू के पोर्शन में अबाउट द पेपर एंड अबाउट सब्जेक्ट के इनिशियल उसमें ही एक समरी पेज है, 1 page summary of the course. वहां पे लिखा हुआ है what verbs are going to be used. For AFF paper, there are 3 verbs: discuss, assess, evaluate. They look so similar, right? But you have to be very clear. Please understand one part of ACCA. If it is said this, then you do this. And if you do something else, you get 0. So irrelevant, that is considered irrelevant. If there is a discussion question, you're writing definition, you're explaining the concept, you're writing some story here and there, it is not going to help you in any which way. For AFF paper, these are the 3 most important verbs. They sound so similar, but let's understand minute differences between the two. It says discuss. The moment you get discuss, The word that you have to remember is pros and cons. Remember that there are pros and cons both sides. Discussion should mean you say something and say, oh, there is this other side also. This should also be evaluated. This should also be seen. So that is the whole thought process. Do this, but do this also. Don't ignore this part. So this is one side. This is what this director should think about this side also. This is what is the primary thought, but this is also a possible thought. So that is what is called discuss. Assess. The word here and the keyword that I will give you here is judge. You have to act like a judge. Between these scenarios, we have done our analysis and now we evaluate and say this is what is the answer. You have to be the judge of the situation. This is the assessment. Our assessment says this. My assessment gives me this. So that assessment is judgment. And third is evaluate. The way to look at evaluation is usually determine with my keyword here is evidence. So evaluation is always from the case study, right? So what is the evidence that suggests you to give the final recommendation? What is your evaluation of the situation? So you're not judging, but you're thinking of evidence-based analysis. So assessment could be worth, value, up and down. Discussion, pros and cons. Evaluate is what is the evidence of this situation. Usually it involves some calculation. It should be backed by calculation. So evaluation question should have some level of calculation. And these are the differences between discuss, assess and evaluate. Tip number 3, very important, time management. और मैं usually एक 1.8 मिनट का multiplier recommend करता हूँ calculate करने के लिए. Although the multiplier is extra because you get 15 minute extra. So आपको 15 minute extra मिलते हैं यहाँ पर, which is the extra time, which remains as it is extra time. But अगर मैं 3 hours को, which is 180 minutes को 100 marks से divide करता हूँ, तो मेरे को 1.8 का multiplier मिलता है. अगर आपका 50 mark का question है, तो technically आपको 90 minutes देता है. But आपको इसको readjust करने की जरूरत है, and you have to make it 100. So your suggested time for this is 100 minutes. लगता है ज्यादा time. पढ़ने में टाइम लगता है, केस स्टडी को समझने में टाइम लगता है. You definitely need this buffer time. The case study is very long. It does take efforts to understand and marking each of those points. So ये आपको long time देगा. 100 में भी लोगों का question paper खत्म नहीं होता है. But suggestion बहुत clear है. Please define your time limit and follow and move on within 100 minutes from this paper. जितना भी हुआ करो, आगे बढ़ जाओ. जो भी आपके थ्योरी क्वेश्चंस है उनके बुलेट पॉइंट्स मार्क करो, आगे बढ़ जाओ. डू नॉट वेस्ट टाइम बियॉन्ड 100 मिनट्स. नाउ क्वेश्चन 2 इज माय happy sweet spot question, which is a classic hedging question that I suggest, which is my sweet spot question, standard question. Spend it in 35 minutes. To get it in 35 minutes, all you need is good practice. आपके पास steps होने चाहिए, process होना चाहिए. These are process based questions, very easy to crack. Not that easy at an AFM level, but it's a standard process. So if you know the process and if you understand what is to be done, it is just calculation, calculation and Excel sheet. Do it. Define the template, standardize the template, follow the process. You will be able to crack this question in 35 minutes flat possible. The third question, because it's a mystery question, you would need 45 minutes as it is, because this could be a trick question. So there will be some trick things, there will be some new things. You have not studied about it, or this might sound like a new concept or something that you might think, oh, I need to put my brains and thoughts into it. So this would be a little time taking. So adjust the time. What I've classically done is, out of this, I've taken 10 minutes from here to here to give 50 mark a little more time. Practice it smartly. Hedging question. If you have good practice, you can bring down the time of 45 minutes to 35 minutes and the third question to be in 45 minutes. You still have 15 minutes buffer. Use this 15 minutes buffer for evaluating and reading your theory answers and theory questions and understand the entire process. So this would be my technique for time management. Let's move to the next technique, syllabus. Now, what do I think is prioritization? पढ़ाई ऐसी करनी है. पढ़ाई करते समय ये सारा डायग्राम जो दिखता है यही आपके टॉपिक से ABCDEFG. मैं आपको मेरा पर्सनल चॉइस और पढ़ाई शुरू करने का फर्स्ट पॉइंट कहीं और, जो आप नहीं सोच रहे हो, कि वहां पे दूंगा, और वो है ये. दिस इज माय प्रायोरिटी 1. साउंड फनी, साउंड्स वियर्ड, but your Excel sheets, your writing skills, Your English, your way of making your sheets is the most important thing. It is 20 marks. 20% of the marks at P level are professional skills, and there's a flat professional skills. So it's just about knowing good Excel sheet. It's the easiest thing to do. It's just about knowing good English. It is easy thing to do. Start with your studies with this. That should be your first point of studies. Second would be my advanced investment appraisal, 100% question, 50 mark question will have some element of this. Very, very important for me. My third priority section will be this, which is treasury and risk management, which is going to be my hedging question. Because it's a flat 25 marks straightforward coming to me, why should I not take it? Then my fourth priority will come here. Fifth priority will come to the theory portions of role of senior advisor, and this is anyway standard, so this is something which you can do over and above. So first, professional skills, write good answers, have good English, worry about your spell checks, worry about your grammar, worry about your language, worry about what words do you use while you're writing. Don't write in a candid language. Don't write like you're writing a WhatsApp message to a friend. This is to be written in a professional manner, most important. Then understand investment appraisals, understand your entire exam flow. Very difficult because 50 mark question is going to be from this. Then this third part, which is a flat 25 marks coming to you, write it to your pocket in 35 minutes. Absolute possible. Then this and this. So this is the answer, and this is exactly what I would want to suggest. Let's move to the next tip. Target score. If I want to have a minimum 50 target, pass percentage is 50. How do I ensure I get 50? Okay. Now, what should be my target? If I'm able to manage these many scores also per question, I should be able to do this. Out of this, my gauging question is my most important question. So I would go with this first. 20 marker, straightforward, minimal theory, everything is calculation based, stepwise, you have to just do it. If your understanding is good, you will be able to do this well. Problem with most people is that by the time they reach HJE, they are so mentally tired of the entire ACCA studies and AFM studies that they are not able to concentrate, number one. Number two, they need a good teacher. If you do not have a good teacher, you will not be able to crack this. If you just look at the book or the study material, it is insufficient. And you need to have somebody who can explain the entire process in a systematic format to give you this. But this is a super clear, easy, simple question. Law question, you do not have a choice. 50 marker question, you have to target a 50 marker out of this so that you can get something. So this is not too much. This is 50 versus 30. So this is what a standard 60 marker. And the third question, I am saying 10 marks is all that you need to crack and get your good marks to this. Okay. So if you are able to do the entire paper correctly, if you attempt all questions, if you go ahead with writing all headings, creating all Excel sheets, you should be able to get the professional 20 distributed amongst this, out of which this is a clear 20-25 marks. I had students who have scored 90-95 marks in AFM, mind you. So it is possible to score 90 plus in AFM. So why not just 50 or 60, right? So if you just do this much, this is your bare minimum requirement and you can very much target it. Plan your studies like this, plan your exam like this, and attempt your paper like this. Let's move to the next tip. My pro tips, standard, please worry about using ACCA practice platform. Classic problem that I've seen students not able to use this is not practicing on the practicing platform. If you don't use practice platform at the exam time, use it. Oh, this function doesn't work. Excel sheet, this doesn't work. This works. I did not know this. I had to retype it. Control-C, Control-V does not work sometimes. This does not happen. That does not happen. Be completely conversant with the entire ACCA practice platform. Presentation is the key. I have given it number one priority. And trust me, you have to impress the examiner. The examiner has to love your notebook. The examiner has to say, this is lovely work. So this is presentation skills. Then getting stuck in examination. Very important. Every time AFM paper will have some element which will be scary. You will always feel, I don't know this. I have no ideas. Stay calm. Think about it. This is just logical reasoning. That's just logical thinking. What if this is what it is? Break it down to smaller parts. Make it simple. Try to understand it simply and apply whatever logic you can. Write the assumptions. Put down the assumption and say, this is what we have solved. Examiner will still feel, oh, this person has attempted, tried, go for it. Okay, read carefully. Again, very big mistake. बहुत सारे लोग पढ़ते ही नहीं है ढंग से क्वेश्चन. Like I said, discuss, evaluate, assess. आपने अगर गलत क्वेश्चन पढ़ा, आप गलत आंसर लिख के आ जाओ. So question ढंग से पढ़ो, case study ढंग से पढ़ो, read it properly and give your answers. You will have beautiful answers afterwards. And writing skills, bad English, bad grammar, bad writing skills is a super put off. For an examiner, this is the worst that they can encounter. Their entire image goes down. The image, moment it goes down, they will not give you marks. So please be very, very careful. People in London are very particular about language. So please be very wary of it. आपको अगर English में difficulty है, have an English tutor. I don't mind, but you have to spend time on your writing skills. I think that's about it from my side. These are my pro tips. If you want to know more such tips, if you want to have my guidance, I'm always teaching these papers, always available to answer your queries, suggestions, and take any of the feedbacks. Please subscribe to our channel, let us know, and stay tuned and stay connected. I look forward to seeing you in another video.